This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching episode 51. Yeah. Man, 51 episodes. That's a lot.
That's a long time of episodes.
We've reached an area of 51 shows.
Foreshadowing, almost five-shadowing.
I know. Crazy. Five-shadowing. I like it. Well, hey, this is one of your cast members, DJ, and sitting on the other end of my headphones...
It's Beth.
It's Beth. There she is.
I'm waving, but you
on
can't see it.
Ah, yay. I can almost feel the breeze way down here in San Diego. We are not having Jimmy, but we'll have him next week.
Okay.
So we should have him next week, hopefully. Most definitely we'll have him next week. So he's just getting situated in a new job, far, far away in a new town. Where he stays up there for a week and then comes back home for the weekends.
Well, that's nice for him to be able to come home.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the money's good for him, right?
Yeah,
that's the
always helpful.
Big important thing. Yeah, exactly. So, hey, we got a show for you. We got a few movies. Look at this. Cold Pursuit, What Men Want, The Lego Movie 2, the second part.
Straight up.
Box office numbers we'll have in there. We'll totally like improvise that somehow. Challenge, I know, right? Next week's openings, future films, and new discussion question. And I haven't even put in for next week's films, but I know there's a few off the top of my head. A scary one and a non-scary one.
Oh.
Both of which are PG-13, so
gotcha.
Great, right? What else? And so we'll improvise that one as well. But I did write down a couple of future film ones.
Yeah?
We have to mention these movies.
Okay.
So our entertainment portion of the show, okay, not movie related, but my guy, Weird Al Yankovic, just won a Grammy. Woohoo! Number 5.
Yeah, he did.
So last year he released a box set, like every album he's ever done, he released in a big box set.
It looked like an accordion. It was fantastic.
It did, and that's why he won, because it looked like an accordion.
I mean, that's why I would vote for him.
Yeah, it was the best designed box.
I'm sure that's why.
So, I love it. I'll send you a picture of my box so you can see it. I'll put it on the Instagrams so everybody can see my box.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I know. So, yeah, it was pretty nifty. And I got all the albums, so I guess you could get a DVD or you can get vinyl. I got vinyl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think so. I think it's pretty nifty. So, and another thing, it's definitely movie related, way future films. But releasing this year is the new live action Aladdin.
It's not that far off.
It's really not. You're right.
Yeah, but we were. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say I saw the newest footage with the genie. Did you see it?
I did. I saw it this morning at work. A friend texted it to me, and so
what did it make you say?
I went, "Ah!" Was the noise that I made because I was confused by Will Smith as the genie. And it really just made me realize that you can't judge this movie by the original because there will never be another Robin Williams.
Never.
So the genie is not going to be the same. You just kind of have to go, oh, Will Smith is a genie. And try to look at it with fresh eyes, because otherwise everybody's going to go to this movie and be like, hey, it's Will Smith doing a Robin Williams impression, which it doesn't look like he is, which thank goodness, that's not going to help anybody. So
yeah, dead face, we don't like that.
Yeah, so I would implore you, TFW listeners, if you go see Aladdin, if you want to go see it, try not to judge it against the original Genie, because it's just not going to be the same.
Totally. I saw it last night with Penny, and Penny had the same sound, like, it's not Robin Williams.
Yeah, and it's not going to be.
It's not going to be. In fact, it was almost like, why did they even do this in the first place?
Yeah.
They shouldn't have even started it.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Jesse, was saying the same thing. He was just like, why are they doing this?
Why? Totally. So anyway, yeah, keep it in mind that it's not Robin Williams. It won't be. And he's not going to pretend to be.
Right.
He's going to be the Genie.
He's going to be, exactly.
Yeah. And, you never know what Genie's going to come out of that bottle.
That's
ever.
True. I will say the smoke effect looked pretty cool coming out of the coming out of the lamp.
Yeah.
So
I thought it looked pretty cool. And, I'm surprised that they kept it blue. Like, why didn't they go make it green? So that way it, doesn't really...
It would just be completely different. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would have been a good idea.
I'm going to agree with you on that they could have changed it, but I also see what they were doing as trying to make it as, quote, normal for what we're used to viewing as possible.
Right.
Like, it's not going to be Robin, but at least it's not, like...
Yeah.
Puce Genie.
And I think Will Smith can be, kind of zany.
Oh, and he's very funny, and he can sing, and he can do all these things, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right.
I'm sure he'll be great.
I think it's going to be good.
I just have to remind myself when I go in that I want to see this movie, and I don't want to set myself up for failure, set them up for failure.
No, you don't.
Yeah. That's my thought there.
You got this. There you go. Cool. And I think that's a good idea. This is our TFW public service announcement.
That's right. The more you know.
So, okay, moving on to contact info, shall we?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. So podcast, phone number is 512-PODCAST.
Good job.
Whoa. Thank you. Anyway, 512-763-2278 for those with flip phones. And then we have a website, tfwmovies.com.
Yep.
And we also have an email address, shoutout@tfwmovies.com. And I can spell that out for you if you like.
Do it.
Pen and paper now. SHOUTOUT@tfwmovies.com.
I am so proud.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Thank you.
That was really quick,
I did
too.
it fast. I know. I'm sorry if you didn't, you played this at double the speed and then you don't know
when I do that, when I'm listening to podcasts, I'm always like, man, they're talking really fast. And then I realize that I've accidentally, hit the button and I'm like, oh, dang it. Right. Why do they sound like chipmunks? What happened here?
Right? Oh my gosh. I've done that to our podcast. And there's every other second we're laughing. So I'm like, oh, good.
I mean, at least we're having fun.
Exactly. So I know Abby listens to us via the double the speed.
Oh.
Well, when your show is an hour and a half, but you only have 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Double the speed. Listen to us fast. We
Optimize
still say the same stuff.
It's true.
However,
just faster, and then we laugh like chipmunks.
That's right. And just another off the key anecdote. There's a gal who's practicing to be an interpreter at work, and so one of the things I had her do is interpret the Laurel and Hardy. Is it Laurel and Hardy? Mm-hmm. Yes. Who's on First?
Oh.
Skit.
You love that sketch so much.
I do love that sketch. It's so funny. So I made her interpret that, and we weren't focusing on signing at all, but role shift, like who's speaking. That was the biggest important thing. And so at one point they're going so fast.
Yeah.
And she couldn't do it. And so I said, like Weird Al, when he does his videos, he slows it all down. And I'm like, why don't you slow it down? So I showed her how.
Yeah.
And I implore you all to play that skit. Who's on bass?
Who's on first?
Or no, who's on first? Thank you. Who's on first? at 50% speed.
Oh, God.
Because they sound drunk.
I mean...
It is the most hilarious thing. I mean, it's a funny sketch already. Now just add it to them being drunk.
My goodness.
Try it. Trust me. You can do it. Slow it down 50%. You got to do this. Must do.
Dude.
So, I also, something else, somewhat cartoony related, but Penny's been playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I was expecting her to be.
Yes. So, pretty neat. I think it's a neat game. I just watch, so that's what I do. So it's my movie time, I guess you could say.
Right.
But it's pretty nifty. I like it. I think that if you like playing games like this, you're gonna love Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
Just saying. All right. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google Plus. Find us at TFW Movies. It's a little ad symbol. Did you see what I did there?
I did.
Emphasis on the at.
It was good.
Ay. We also have some Patreon members. Patreon.com/TFW Movies.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. Definitely Crackhead Blue and Abby. You guys, we're so grateful for you. Still waiting on Adrian's check to clear. Should I not be saying that on the show? I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's been struggling with
everything.
So, but
poor guy.
Poor guy. Yes, everything's postponed, and he got a new place, which is really neat. So
good
I can't
for
wait
him.
to see that. And, yeah. So, but oh my gosh, poor guy. Anyway, that being said, we could always use more Patreon members. You could do $1 a month. You could do $2 a month. $3 a month will get you our videos up early. We're getting ready to do to launch this thing where we're doing what is it, Discord or something? Yeah, and so anybody who is on our Patreon is going to get a link that they could listen in live on the show while we're doing it.
Oh,
I know, no pressure or anything, but maybe we will have some pressure.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we're still working on it. We'll have some computers eventually that can make us do that.
Hopefully.
And internet connection, because our internet connection
your
today
internet
has just
connection
been...
is the poops.
Oh my gosh. Well, usually I plug in directly, and today I'm not. And maybe that was the problem, because I'm doing this in a different room, like way upstairs. So I think I just need to do it downstairs all the time. You know, one of those things. But, oh well, I digress. That is our contact info, because you could definitely contact us on Patreon.
Yeah, do it.
We respond super quickly.
We answer messages.
We do. On the Instagram, too. We've got a lot. I don't know if you've seen all the messages we have on Instagram.
I saw a few, yeah.
Beth, but yeah, we get a lot.
We do.
Some of it's spam.
Right.
We do get a lot of spam.
Well, that happens on Instagram. My dog gets spam on Instagram, so.
Oh my gosh, your poor dog.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just like, whatever, Mom. Keep giving me the kibble.
There you go. I want my kibble. Anyway, so let's move on to get to know our loyal listeners, shall we?
Okay.
And we'll start with our Patreon member, Crackhead Blue, who had some pretty good Alien cover-up films, and one of them is called Alien.
Oh, yep.
I know, yes. So, crew intentionally jeopardized by corporation. Mm-hmm. Totally. That's definitely an Alien cover-up.
I apologize to those listening. Egon has come over because I was talking about kibble, and now he's breathing heavily.
Oh, no.
Lay down, hairball.
Kibble.
Go ahead.
And then she has The Thing, which is self cover-up.
Oh, that's such a good one.
That is a good one.
And there's so many versions of it.
I wonder if Guardians of the Galaxy could be that way, like when it was at the 80s version or early. Can you remember that? He was the alien. He covered up.
Yeah.
Yeah. before, like, we all knew that they were aliens. I mean,
Right. I mean, I see what you're saying.
It was a flashback. Does that count? I don't know.
I'm gonna say no.
Are you gonna say no?
I'm gonna
Okay,
veto that one. I mean,
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, don't ever think that I would say no to something involving the Chris Pratt. And I do love the Guardians movies. I do.
Yes.
But I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch because it's not necessarily that he's just masquerading. It's not really an alien cover up.
Okay. Good point. All right. You win there. Anyway, again, not on Crackhead Blues list. It's not there. So, and then and then it's the new one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Men in Black.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's like the ultimate in covering up.
Yeah. That's the coveringest.
That's right. And then Starman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then she has some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Independence Day.
Yep.
Iron Giant.
Okay. Oh, I love Iron Giant.
And then there's a question. The Abyss.
Oh! They're not covering it up. They're just underwater.
I was thinking the same thing because I was like, oh, I want to put The Abyss on my list. But then I was like, no, I don't think that counts because they're not covering anything up. They're trying to discover it.
Yeah.
Right? They're trying to figure it out.
They're just trying to figure out what's going on down there.
Yeah. So I don't know that it's a cover-up, nor do they even cover it up. I mean, unless, of course, you can consider the alien itself trying to cover themselves up.
In the end, it's just like, in the water.
Yeah.
And so, no. Doesn't count. However,
I don't
brilliant film. And again, always on a list. I love
Absolutely.
The Abyss.
Totally.
So.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. It's a great
Fascinating film. In fact, now I need to go see them.
I know. I'm going to go watch it again. I wonder if it's on demand.
Gosh darn it.
I'm going to look and see.
There you go.
You keep going with the list.
You got it. We got another submission from Teacher J.M. Strauss. Not a Patreon member, but a very loyal listener. So
that's right.
That's a good thing. He was like, I can only think of 2 right now, and when you're on the spot, you only think of a few.
It's hard.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I will give him that.
Definitely, totally give him that. That's definitely a cover up. The mosquito population. Oh, sorry. So it's a cover up of both humans and anyway, it's all cover up. And then Men in Black.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love the Men in Black series.
Yeah,
when that came out, I was just so yeah. All right, now it's time for us.
Okay, you ready?
Time for us. I'm ready. You want me to go first?
Yeah, because I'm looking to see if The Abyss is available anywhere to stream.
Okay. I have a long list. They really like all these movies. And okay, here we go. E.T.
Ooh, yep.
Yes. Men in Black, all 3 of them, including I'll probably like the 4th one.
Soon to be 4 of them, yeah.
Yes, soon to be full. Starman.
Yeah.
Yes. Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, all that stuff about the cover-up.
Yeah, and Dr. Oaken living down in the vault with the aliens and the freak show.
And you know what's funny is even in Resurgence, the second one that came out, there was still the whole, you don't know all of it.
Right. We told you a bunch at the time of the first one. However,
we still covered stuff up.
I mean.
So, Annihilation.
Okay.
I was trying to think. That one kind of had it where they weren't letting anybody else in, so they're really covering it up.
I mean, technically that's a cover-up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And here's one. It's a television series, but it popped into my brain, and I was like, and I own it. ALF, ALF, Alien Life Form. There is a alien cover-up film right there.
He eats all the cats.
Doesn't he need a TV or a movie?
He does.
He need one. He really.
I mean, if they're gonna remake all these things, you might as well make ALF a movie.
I mean, why does Coneheads get one, but he doesn't?
The Coneheads
was a sketch.
Fabulous movie, though.
It really was. That was an alien cover-up.
Yeah.
See?
So that's going on my list.
Is it? Okay. It wasn't on my list, but I just thought of it. It's like, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
All I could think of is So Long and Thanks for all the fish.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad it's all come to this. I don't know. I can't remember.
Does that count as an alien cover-up? I mean...
I don't know. I think it does.
They blow up the planet.
Yes.
And who's covering it up?
Well, I don't know. I think that... yeah.
I don't think it counts,
Okay.
It's a great alien movie.
It is.
It's not really a cover-up-y movie.
Okay.
Sorry.
Never mind. Alrighty. Arg. Well, I'll throw in the towel for that one. Always have your towel. Howard the Duck.
Okay.
I liked Howard the Duck. And then Lilo Stitch is on there.
Well, yeah, you're married to like a ginormous Lilo and Stitch fan.
Yes, for sure.
Penny!
Stargate.
Oh.
I think that counts as a cover-up.
I mean, they're going over there to even, like, blow up the gate if they can't.
Get rid of them. Yeah, so people don't come.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll give you that.
I think that does. Okay, good. Because I really love that movie.
It's a great movie.
When I had that on VHS, I, wore out the VHS watching that movie. I did.
That's one of my mom's favorite movies ever.
Oh, good.
So I've seen it
Mom.
Very many times.
Yay. And I want to see it again now, too.
I know. Jeez. We got to make the list of just movies we're going to watch later.
Now that I have a PS4, I can just start throwing movies in there.
There you
watching movies on my PS4, because that's all I know how to play on the darn thing. That's silly. That's terrible. I can't believe I just said that. I need to learn how to play this darn machine.
Did. The fact that you just said, I need to learn how to play this darn machine.
Yes. That's bad. Never mind. You
might as well just join Daryl and be like, hey, get off my lawn! Mer!
Get off my lawn! We're going to go ride a boat.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh. Okay, and then my last one, look at my list, it's friggin' long.
Good job.
What planet are you from?
Okay.
Oh, with Gary Shandling, you know
that
one?
I totally know what you're talking about.
Okay, good.
Yes, I definitely know.
I think that was a cover-up film, too. So.
I'll give it to you. I mean,
they were hiding among us. They weren't really trying to say, I'm an alien.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Good job, DJ.
I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot! Sorry.
So, I know. Can't help it. When I said it that way, I was like, oh, wait. You know what that sounds like now? Yeah, not an alien movie.
Right.
All right.
No,
not an alien. So that's my list.
That's a good list. That is a good list.
There's a lot of movies I want to watch now. You know, I think I like alien movies more than I like any other film.
What?
Any other type of movie.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know why, but I think,
what about
all the
your comedy movies?
A lot of alien movies are comedy.
The ones that you watch, yeah.
Yes. Like Howard the Duck. What planet are you from? That's
my stepmom's an alien.
Independence Day was hilarious.
Independence Day was very funny.
Yes, Starman. I liked Starman. I thought it was pretty funny.
That's a
Men in Black.
Sleeper as far as comedy goes. It's so good.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, all the Men in Black.
They're all funny.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so enough about me. What about you, Beth? What do you got for us?
Yep. I like all
Remember
those
what
movies.
You just said? All those
movies. Also, The X-Files. The first movie I really liked. The second one, but and then
I haven't even seen those.
Really?
I know, it's really weird.
In which case, let's also just throw the series, The X-Files, on there because come on now. Right. The Abyss, we said, is not one. so that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Starman is a wonderful film. I love it. Men in Black, Independence Day. I am completely drawing a blank on others. Alien is really good. I can't come up with that. Like, the distinction between Aliens and Alien Cover-Up is really difficult for me right now.
Right.
Because I've just,
it's a tough one.
like, teased apart, like, 3 movies that you brought up. And I'm like, hey, nope, not that one.
Nope, not that one.
So,
I know.
I'm having a hard time. I'm going like, is that one?
I know. I was thinking, can you say ghosts are aliens?
No, because they're not aliens. But, like, Beetlejuice could count because they have the sandworms on Saturn, but it's not a cover-up. So,
but it's not a cover-up. Right?
Yeah. You made it very specific with the alien cover-ups.
Now, I think Trump would say a day without an alien would be...
Louise.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Sorry.
No. I would say Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, but that is, I'm mad at it still because of the flying monkeys or the swinging through the trees with the monkeys. That really burnt me on that movie. So
did it burn you?
It felt like, why? Why did we have to go that far? We've already taken these huge leaps of faith with, like, the aliens and the everything and the Russians and all this crazy, and, you know, Indiana Jones and the refrigerator surviving the nuclear blast and just all of this stuff. And then we have Shia LaBeouf, like, swinging through the trees with monkeys. It was the last straw on that particular film. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Everybody else will. Right. And I love Indiana Jones, so I can't really hate it, but it still annoys me. It still makes me angry. So
I really enjoyed the film. I mean, I guess I like whimsical so much that the flying through the trees didn't bother me at all.
Right. So. No, I understand that. And I'm, like I said, I can't say that it's awful, even though other people will.
I mean, it was a Jungle Book feel, right?
Right,
Live
definitely.
Jungle Book.
And there's...
With a older Shia LaBeouf.
It's fully an alien cover-up. Because they have them in the bunker with the the warehouse with the Ark of the Covenant and all that stuff, and they're covering it up and all of that. But it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite movie, so I won't put it on the list.
Got it.
So that was the distinction on that one. Was that, okay, yes, this is a thing, but it's not my favorite, so I won't put it on the list.
So it's not on her list. Everybody listening, it is not on Beth's list.
I know, that was like the longest explanation for not having a movie on the list. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, everyone.
We're like, so why did we even go there? What's going on?
Because it's an alien cover-up, and we were trying to come up with movies with alien cover-ups in them.
That's true. That's a good point. Good point. So, well, if something else pops up in our brain as we keep going through all these things.
Yeah, we'll go, ooh!
Yes, ooh. So, okay. All right, let's move on to our next segment, shall we?
Do it.
Stuff we're putting in our eyes.
Ouch, my eyes hurt because I put a Lego in there.
I know, holy moly. So, hey, first one, Cold Pursuit.
Do it.
Old Liam Neeson film. All right, it's your typical love story about a guy and his family.
I love how it's always a typical love story with you.
Sorry.
It makes me laugh. Okay. I love it.
Let's just move on. IMDb says, a snowplow driver seeks revenge against the drug dealers he thinks killed his son, based on the 2014 Norwegian film In Order of Disappearance.
Oh.
Yes. So this film was funny. This film was 8 heads in a duffel bag funny.
Oh, okay.
But yet so serious. It just tried to stay so serious.
Yeah.
The Liam Neeson character,
very serious,
going on revenge. The Citizen of the Year now is a murderer.
Oh dear.
And Because he's read a couple of crime novels. He knows how to do it.
Also, all those other movies where he killed everybody.
Well, yeah, he's pretty good at that. But all the bad guys were good. It was the rival gangs. He's like killing people off, and this gang thinks it's the other gang who's doing it because it wouldn't be Mr. Good Citizen guy. And yeah, and just every time there was a death, Quentin Tarantino style, they would throw it up on the screen. This person's dead, and there's a cross.
Oh.
You know? And then the next guy who dies, boom, black screen, person's name, cross.
Oh.
So it was pretty neat. And of course, I predicted a couple of things. Like, there was a huge shootout scene. Into that scene, a bunch of crosses.
Oh, well.
It was pretty funny. Maybe that was a spoiler a little bit, but still funny. I mean, I predicted it.
I'm pretty sure anybody who's going to see that movie knows that there's going to be a lot of dead people.
Yes, there were a lot of dead people. And then when they were doing the credits, the credits said in order of disappearance, and then it showed everybody's name, and then the first person to go like went kind of Marvel style and just like disappeared in sand. So,
well, they said the original movie was called In Order of Disappearance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I didn't know that before I watched the film. So when I saw In Order of Disappearance, I laughed. I was like, "That's the funniest thing!"
Yeah, because
and then realizing
normally it's like In Order of Appearance.
Right. So it was pretty funny. Great film. One of my favorite scenes is a spoiler. It's a big spoiler scene, but it has to do with a hang glider, and it's just funny.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. It's my favorite scene, and it happens at the very end, and so I can't say it. So there was some weirdness behind it. There was this really smart kid that Liam Neeson kidnaps. Because why just leave it to murder? We should add kidnapping to it.
Right.
And so he kidnaps one of the drug dealer's sons, or a son, because he only had one, but he kidnapped him. Then the son is pretty smart. Like, he's smarter than his dad and just like a smart kid, you know. He's probably going to run the business someday, but that smart, but so smart that he's like, he knows that it's bad,
right?
That he probably wouldn't. So this kid gets there and knows that he's been kidnapped, and then says, "Hey, you know what? We're doing this. If I'm spending the night here, you need to read me a bedtime story."
Well, that's fair.
And of course, Liam Neeson, he doesn't have any bedtime stories, so he reads him a
Guns and Ammo magazine?
No, but it's just similarly, because he's a snowplow guy, so he reads this pamphlet on snowplows.
Oh, of course.
It's pretty
like
funny.
You do.
And then like it's time for him to go to bed, and the kid just crawls up onto Liam Neeson's chest. It's adorable.
Aww.
But and then the last thing he says in the scene is, "Have you ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?"
Aww.
Aww, the kid. Aww. So, that's probably another one of my favorite scenes.
That was pretty good.
The read me a bedtime story scene.
Okay.
So, it all took place in the snow. It was freezing cold in the theater.
Well, it was Cold Pursuit.
Yes. So if you're going to go see this film, bring a blanket. Whether you like it or not, bring a blanket because it's cold.
Just in case.
But you, just in case, exactly. But a great film. Honestly, I have to give it an 8.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there was just some plot points that I thought were like, meh. But overall, great film. I thought it was hilarious, and I do recommend you go see it.
Okay.
Go see it.
Nice.
So, yeah. What's next on our list? I know what men want.
Well, you are a man. You should know what men want.
I should, but oh boy, I don't know that much. But this film is nothing like the trailer. Okay, there's things in the trailer that are not in the movie.
Okay. That
and
happens,
probably, yeah. But some of the things that are in the trailer, or some of the things that are in the movie, not in the trailer, but similar, would not be allowed on the trailer.
Oh.
So, for instance, if it gives you an idea of what this film is like, so she wakes up, you know, in the trailer, she wakes up in the doctor's office after, like, being hit.
Right.
Or falling over, and, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So she wakes up in the doctor's office. In the movie, she's got this fake, you know those leis, the flowery lei things?
Yeah.
With a big pink penis coming out of her nose. Like they've never taken that off.
Oh, dear.
Her. Yeah. And I turned to Penny and I'm like, that wasn't in the trailer.
No, I'm sure not. Wow.
So, in fact, one of the things that got her there is, like, she drank this tea, whatever it was, and then they go out and end up partying.
Right.
And one of her friends, during most of the party scene, is blowing up a big, huge penis.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little blow-up doll.
Inflatey dong.
And
got it.
Inflatey dong, that's right. And hits... It somehow it ends up hitting her in the back, which is where she ends up slamming her face into the thing, being knocked out. So, like, I was like, oh, that wasn't in the trailer.
No.
So I could see why that was. So if you can get past that bit of party scene,
so there's a lot of sexually suggestive material.
Gosh, yes, yeah.
In a movie called What Men Want.
Right? Exactly. So, but it really was a neat, you know, get to know yourself type of a film. And not in a way where you would need a blow up penis, but in a way where you were taught one way your entire life and realized, you know what? I may have taken this a little too far.
I see.
And I need to lighten up a wee bit.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. So, but one of my favorite scenes in this whole film, hard to say because they were all funny. Like when you can hear people...
Hard to say.
Oh gosh, yeah, I didn't mean it that way. But, yes, oh gosh, just what this film was like, right?
Yeah.
But it was really nice to see... like that opposite, like when they say when Mel Gibson did What Women Want,
right?
It was I'm trying to figure out what it was like. I was like, it was nothing like this. It wasn't like a person trying to break the glass ceiling. And
he was just trying to get an advertising account. With and Lady Nike or whatever it was.
Right, that's right. With that, so and hers was trying to get the basketball account.
Okay.
This kid, he wanted to sign this kid to be on their company.
Okay, so
I don't know how that
like
sporty
a sports
thing
agent?
Works. Yes, that's it, sports agent. So see, I don't know how that stuff works. So, but that's how it works.
Sports ball. How it was for her.
Yes, yay! And so it was a neat like. You know, we're your friends, then now we hate you because you're being a jerk.
Right.
Because she's only out for herself and then finally realizes that, she screwed up and it's team efforts that makes it happen. So I'm still trying to figure out my favorite scene because, you know, there were so many funny moments. I mean, I laughed out loud a lot in this film. And I think the lady... Oh, and the other thing in the trailer is, you know, the lady is like, what was in that tea? And so, like, they make you think that it was peyote and da-da-da, all this stuff. What was really not that... Oh, and by the way, if just way off topic, I can't believe how this movie has made me go, blah. But from our past, Emerald Glockner reminds me of the lady that's the psychic. It just really, or the psychic lady reminds me of that lady.
Got it.
Anyway, it's one of those funny things. And if you don't know this person, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Probably.
And what matters is Beth knows this person.
That's right.
That's what it was.
And it totally explains some things.
It does. But, oh my gosh. I really like the friends. There was one friend that was always all about, like, oh no, I don't do that anymore. I found Jesus.
Oh.
And that lady's funny. I think she did a great job. It was just, like, perfect. So, man...
What are you
just
going to
so
give
much good stuff. I have to give this one an 8 as well. It was funny. It made me laugh a lot.
Good.
It was teetering on getting a 7 just because when I first started, I was like, oh my God.
Because of the inflaty dong?
Yes, way too many of those. And I was like, all right. But then it turned out better.
Okay.
It turned out better.
Well, that's good.
I mean, it was never like a totally decent film.
They reeled it in a little bit?
They reeled it in just a little bit.
Okay.
And the reeling in, I thought was better. Like, the explaining of how she got it, I think could have been done a little bit differently. But whatever it was, that's the script they had, and it was pretty funny.
Good.
Can I go back to Cold Pursuit really quick? There's something I gotta say.
You're the boss.
Oh my gosh, there was this scene where these two bad guys were going around and it's just like a weird, awkward scene. I don't even know why they threw it in there other than for a plot twist later. But two of these guys one guy was talking about going on vacation or what have you, and the other guy's like, ooh, that sounds like a great place to go. And then they tilt the thing down and they're holding hands.
Oh.
And then they're hiding this relationship from people, and then something happens behind them in the back of their car, and they turn, and then they come back to this, and the two guys are kissing, and then that was it. But there is a plot twist later that has something to do with that, so I'm not going to give that away, but I thought, boy, I wonder if there could have been a different way from them to do that other than make it look totally awkward. But anyway, it was I don't know, it was probably one of those plot points that were like, oh, we need motivation here, and how are we going to do it? I know, we'll make these two guys lovers. Because
maybe
the only woman
in love.
Yeah, maybe. But the only women that were in this were like the love interests of, let's say, Liam Neeson's wife, and then his brother's wife, and then the bad guy's wife. Okay. So
not a
that,
lot,
it was
not
just
a
whole
not
bunch
a big
of men.
female presence.
No, not really.
Okay.
So, and then it made the women look kind of weak,
right?
But it was still funny. It was still a good movie. I enjoyed it. What Men Want, I still enjoyed as well. So,
yeah.
I love movies. Go see movies.
I know you do.
Go watch them. Go put them in your eyes.
Put them in your eyes.
That's right. Next movie, the Lego Movie.
The Lego Movie, the second part.
I did not see it. I didn't see it.
It's okay. You're going to see it tonight, yeah?
Hopefully, if I can get this done.
That was what I said too. Last night I was like, I'm going to go see it. And then I'm like, ooh, I hope I have time.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of the first Lego Movie. I thought it was brilliant.
Yes.
And it was so well done, and I really loved it. So I was really excited to go see this. This one is more of like the little girls, the sister, remember?
Okay.
We're from the planet Duplo, we're here to destroy you. Tiny baby
yes.
voice. This is 5 years later, so she's not a tiny baby anymore. Oh. And so it's got a little bit more of those super sparkly, stickery, poppy elements than the original had, but I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I don't think it was as bitingly hilarious as the first one.
Okay.
But I really, really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching it, and there is yet another super, super catchy song.
Yes, yes.
In fact, they do sing "Everything Is Awesome" a couple of times, so.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that song.
Me too.
Yeah. The new catchy song, according to teacher J.M. Strauss, he said it was much better than the first one. It was like even more catchy.
Oh, it's extremely
So-
catchy. I believe the lyrics
Yeah.
are, "You're going to get this song stuck inside your head." And it's true.
Okay.
So be prepared for that.
Be prepared. An earworm to commence.
And then
Uh-huh.
I really liked that they had another Chris Pratt character who was like the super cool Lego guy who was like a raptor trainer and a galaxy saver and all these things that Chris Pratt has been in other movies.
Yes.
It made me laugh really hard, but I think my favorite part was just all the subtitled dialogue of the raptors. They're
Oh.
really funny. So when you go see it, make sure you read what the raptors have to say.
Okay. If a raptor could speak, this is what they would be saying.
Well, it's making like the raptor noises from the movies, but then it's like, what's the Wi-Fi password? I already told you, Sharon! It's super funny.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Looking
I
forward
would
to that.
probably give it like an 8 or a 9. I don't know which.
Okay.
I would say 8.5, but then you'd automatically bump it to 9.
9.
So,
Nine.
I'll give it.
This is hard.
It is. I'll
Sorry.
give it the
Why
Beth
did I say
Narwhal of approval. How about that?
Oh, okay. An 8 with the narwhal approval.
Right.
There we go.
Exactly.
I like this. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Go see the Lego movie.
Do it. It's
Part
really
2.
fun. The
Oh, wait,
second
no,
part.
The second part. The Lego movie 2, the second part. I just love the redundancy.
Yeah.
The redundancy makes me laugh all the time.
It's good.
Okay.
I enjoyed
Cool.
it a lot. So, yeah. And, like, all of your favorite people come back. Well, not all of them. Like, Vitruvius is not back. And Good Cop
Well.
shows up. They call him Scribble Cop, and he's there for, like, 35 seconds. And then he has gone away. So... But they end up going to the Sistar system, so you don't see as
Okay.
much of all of your favorites. But like Unikitty and Batman and Lucy and Emmett, you see all of them. So
Okay. Is there another live action sequence in there as well?
definitely, Maya Rudolph plays the mom. So we are, and she steps on Legos and it hurts real bad.
Aww.
Which everyone who's ever stepped on a Lego knows that is
For sure.
the truth.
Yeah. That is not our friend.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Cool. Sorry as I clear my throat in the middle of the microphone. All right. Well, that's it for what we've been putting in our eyes. Let's move on to last week's what is it? What do we call this segment? Clip of the week.
Yeah.
Challenge. There we go.
There you go.
Boy, I'm being
You really
challenged.
are thrown
in my
off
own
today.
brain. I don't know what it is.
It's
Maybe
because I said The Abyss wasn't an alien cover-up movie.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that. But or also it could be that the internet's not working and my brain and the Wi-Fi aren't connecting. It must be that.
That could be it.
So, but last week's challenge was Mean Girls, and apparently Just Joe got the answer seconds before Crackhead Blue, like right then and there. So it was a race between the two, and that's what it was. And then also honorable mention, Teacher J.M. Strauss. He texted the correct answer as well, so that's pretty awesome. But Just Joe, first to go. Nice job. All right, are y'all ready for this next one? All right, here we go. Ready, set. Let's hope it works. It's not working.
Me, I have to, is there another girl's room in the hall?
Oui, oui, madame.
No, I just want to powder my nose, thank you.
There you have it. The nice 13-second clip that I know somebody is going to get.
I got it.
You got it. Yes, you did. When I was doing, hey, should I do this movie? And it was like really quiet, but you still heard a little bit. And you're like, I know what that is.
I know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
What's
so next
Balls?
segment, streaming.
Oh.
I haven't streamed anything, so you must be streaming something right now, because that is what you do.
Currently streaming Jaws on Netflix, which is a classic film. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. And I think they're all on Netflix. I think all of the good ones, anyway.
The Jawsy ones are
yeah,
there?
Yeah. So if you like a suspenseful fish movie where people do die and body parts do float down to the bottom of the ocean, check out Jaws if you haven't seen it. I mean, that's some bad hat, Harry. You got. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. I mean,
please,
just please. That way, next time someone says, "Hey, I'm watching Jaws," you don't have to say, "I haven't seen it," and they go, "What?" So, yeah, it's an American classic.
It scared me, let me tell you.
Did you not go swimming for a while?
Oh, man. It was that, and, like, I watched it from the top of my couch, not even, like, in the seat.
Aww.
Yeah, it was scary.
Lol. How old were you?
I mean...
Was this last week?
I was a kid. I don't know. Last week. It was last week.
He's all...
I was a kid. It was 2 years ago.
No, I totally get it. When I first saw this movie, I was terrified. And I lived by the beach, so it was even worse. But yeah, it's a great movie.
It is. It is a good movie. I enjoyed it. It scared me.
You can see baby Richard Dreyfuss. He's so tiny.
I know.
He's such a little youngin'.
Yeah. You know what else had that effect on me? The Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty suspenseful as well. Like, get away, get away, get away. No, let's go faster.
Let's see, what else have I been streaming? I have been watching the Clone Wars cartoon, which is a Star Wars cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They did just put out a season of Nailed It called Nailed It Mexico. And when I have time to sit down and read subtitles, I'm going to watch it because I will always watch an episode of Nailed It because it's great. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching another episode the other season of Just Add Magic.
Okay, yeah.
Came out on Amazon.
Nice.
So, season 3, but I haven't had a chance to watch anything, so...
You've been so busy.
I know, super busy. So, anyway, that's our streaming section, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah. Shall we go on to next week's films?
Mm-hmm.
I'm improvising this one, but at least 3 of them that I know of. Oh, gosh, what did I do? No, I don't want to watch the trailer. What did I do?
I don't know what you did.
Okay, here it is. I know. I don't know, but I did. But I'm improvising, and here it is. Isn't it romantic?
Ooh.
That's definitely going in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Alita Battle Angel.
Oh, she has really big eyes. Jim wants to see that one, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he does. He does. He'll probably go see it. If all goes well, where he was up in Rent, where is he going? That
whatever
Riverside,
fancy place he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably put these in his eyes. And Happy Death Day 2, You.
The first one's on Netflix, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have to rent it.
No.
I paid $1.25 for that thing at Redbox.
Or maybe not Netflix. It might be on demand. Either way.
Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't find it on my demand. Darn it. Oh, well. What else? Donnybrook. I don't know what that one is. Fighting with My Family. Oh my gosh, I do want to see that one. Fighting with My Family. I didn't realize that came out this weekend. That's the
the wrestling
group of people. The wrestling one, yeah. So, you know Dwayne the Johnson. Oh gosh, this is. I'm afraid of what the title of this show is going to be. So he is in it. So he's going to bring on some fans to go watch that film, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh! We've been watching the Titan Games, I think it's called, which is it's like American Gladiators, but it's hosted by The Rock, and apparently he came up with all the challenges, except that instead of the Gladiators, Blade and Laser and all them, it's all Every Joe guys are people who are just normal people who can really, lift a lot or kick a bunch of butt or whatever. They're every man's heroes. They're just take on these crazy, crazy challenges that the old Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has come up with. They call him DJ on the show, which makes me laugh because I always think of you.
Oh. Yeah.
They're let's go talk to DJ. I'm yeah, go talk to The Rock. Got it. Okay.
Oh.
So, sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. That's all I had for next week's openings. That's for sure. I didn't go see Amityville. I didn't even see it in the theaters.
Yeah, I didn't even see it at the theaters, so...
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just going straight to video.
Limited release. Or maybe it's just video on demand, straight to...
Yeah, check your VOD. See what happens.
VOD.
So, all right. So hey, let's do the box office numbers.
I sent them to you.
I see that. So, let's see. I'm going to go top 5 right now just because I think it's cool. Number 5 is The Upside.
Way to go, Upside.
Yeah, not bad. Number 4 is The Prodigy. That's another one I didn't see out in the theaters, but I wasn't really looking for it per se.
Yeah, it's
but,
a scary movie.
That's another one I gotta see. Dang it. In fact, by the way, Alita comes out on Tuesday as a sneak peek for some people. So if you have AMC stubs, it's $5 to go see it. Just so you know. Just an FYI. Just not a sponsor.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. Number 3, Cold Pursuit. I could see that. Number 2, What Men Want.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, dun da da da.
Everything is awesome.
Yes, Lego Movie 2, the second part.
I have an elevator music version of Everything is Awesome as my ringtone right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, rock on. Nice.
So, yeah, there you have it. The old box office numbers.
Version. There they are. Those are the numbers. Now, future movies and trailers. I don't know if I mentioned it last week. Did I? I don't remember. But the Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, you did bring it up.
I did? Okay. Because we
were talking about Helen Mirren is in it.
Oh,
and,
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. So then saw a trailer, Shaft, the movie.
Can you dig
it? Totally. Oh my gosh, this movie looks good. This movie looks really good. And it, you know who plays Shaft?
Samuel L. Jackson?
Yes. How did you know that? Did you look it up?
No, I was talking about it with someone the other day.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did this happen? This is news to me.
Didn't they make one in the 2000s? The early 2000s?
They did. I think early 2000s or something. It was pretty good.
And then the original Shaft is going to be his dad in this new movie.
Yes.
And then he's going to have a Shaft the Third.
Yeah, there's going to be a Shaft Jr.
Well, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, and this whole thing was based off a TV show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, a long time ago.
Shut your mouth.
That's something I'm looking forward to. I was like, oh, this is going to be a great movie, and based on what I saw, it looked pretty cool. And it looked like a passing of the torch generational thing.
Right.
Which really cool. Looking forward to that, how they put that in there. So.
Very good.
Yeah. Very good. All right, I think that's it. That's the show, if you could believe it.
Wow.
yeah, next week, what we want to talk about, next week's episode is the 52nd episode, episode number 52. And if you like or dislike playing 52 card pickup, then you'll like telling us your list of movies about playing cards.
My brother used to make me play that game.
Oh, my uncles used to make me play that game. I hope this isn't the most hated episode.
It's just like fully trigger warning.
Right?
Nobody actually likes 52 pickup.
Don't. Well, you pick up our episode because that's going to be great.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about movies we love.
Yeah.
That has gambling in it.
Or at least cards.
Yes.
Alice in Wonderland counts.
Right? Yes,
yeah.
It does, because there's cards, playing cards right there.
Yeah.
So, if it's only slot machines, it doesn't count.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay, so not just Vegas movies then. Actually has to contain cards. Okay.
Yes. But, I mean, there's some good Vegas movies that do have cards in them.
Oh, well, yeah,
so
most Vegas movies have cards in them at some point.
I will count them. Right?
I will try not to be such a picky person about the cards versus just gambling next week as I was about the... You know what? I'm just going to take it back. Any movies that I said don't count, just go ahead and count them because I feel like a jerk. So.
No. I agree. I mean, I think, and I think that's why it was questioned. Like, The Abyss was questioned. It was like, does this count?
But I never want to question The Abyss. It's such a great movie.
I know. Yeah. Well, hey, these are for our next week. Send us a text message or send us a voicemail message at 512-podcast or email us at shoutout@tfwmovies.com or, at TFW Movies on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Heck, you could even pull up a bunch of pictures of your favorite films and tag us at TFW Movies on whatever it is you want to tag us on.
Oh, you should do that anyway. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
My dog's making noises. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, doggy. We will wrap up the show. Aw.
Just a big yawn.
It is. Well, thank you, Joshua Struthers. Very grateful for all that you've done for us and what you'll be doing in the future. Thank you, Big Checho. Thank you to our cast, DJ Mickey, Jimmy Harris, Beth Levine, and for yelling at us, making us get our act together, and in general, helping with everything. Dorothy Fielden, Jackie Harris, and Penny McGee.
Penny McGee!
That's right. And most importantly, we want to thank you, our listening audience.
Viewers like you.
Viewers like you. There's a lot of you. I was just sending Beth the numbers the other day.
Impressive numbers, guys. Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of you listening. And, we're really grateful for you listening to us.
Thank you for listening.
Movies. That's right. Because we love movies. It's our life. That's what we like.
It's true, we do.
I mean, our life is a bunch of other stuff, too.
But mostly...
movies keeps us going.
Exactly.
Right.
Feed this dog or he's going to lose his mind.
Okay, you better go. All right. With that being said, cut.